Alright, if you want the best audio quality for this video, watch it with headphones, I would recommend. And yeah, this is a fun one. It's with Christian Hell from Hong Kong Fuck You. Good dude. And we went down, had a little sushi dinner, talked about some shit, answered some fan questions. And then went back to the studio, and he kind of gave me like a little rig rundown of like what the Hong Kong bassists use. In terms of like pedals and shit like that. And then he did a little third world fighting music playthrough on bass, which was super sick. So yeah, watch the interview with headphones. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Naughty Pelican Podcast, episode 3. Here with Christian from Hong Kong Fuck You. And we're about to do a little interview at this sushi bar, this revolving sushi bar that he's introduced me to. Never been to one of these, so trying it out.
Thank you.
I guess we'll start out with like fan questions and stuff like that.
Oh, that's horrible.
So I guess we'll start out with have you ever smashed a crusty punk?
Yes, I have, but I was debating answering that, but I'm going to leave it there at a yes. And I do not kiss and tell. It's not very classy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Gentleman over here.
I've been down that dark road before.
That's awesome, dude. Let's see. Your Hindu twink vibes, I guess. He apparently knows who asked this question, so.
I know exactly who asked that question. I've learned the other day that a twink means you're spiritually enlightened, and it's great. I cannot say I am spiritually enlightened. Therefore, if I did, it wouldn't be a humble move. So, am I a twink? Yes, I am. I don't give a fuck. I am a twink. I'm very proud of it. I'm very spiritually enlightened.
Whoever asked me that, he's enlightened. Let's see. All right. Exactly how many shits can be taken in one gulp? One big gulp.
How many shits can it fit into one big gulp?
I think so.
Let's see, if it's after Sunday's my cheat day, a single shit.
One single big shit.
Yes.
Let's see. Oh, what gets you hard?
Do you really want to know what gets me hard?
Oh, I think they do.
Well, my partner is what we would call a pterodophile, and that's a very close cousin of furry, except it's more so latex, and I dress like demons, and I do not kiss and tell, so I'm going to leave it like that. Yeah.
Okay. And then finally, oh wait, no, there's two more. So, who does Hong Kong fuck?
You. Fucks you.
It fucks you when you come to the shows.
And sometimes it fucks me. So
I guess when you're in the studio and your perfectionism kicks in, it's fucking you.
When I'm barfing in someone's mouth, which happened recently, I'm very proud of that, and apparently they are too. I'd say I'm getting Hong Kong fucked there. So yeah.
That point. Come to the next show to get fucked by Hong Kong. Hey, you know it. And then
at your consent, of course.
Oh yes, of course. Consensual sex is always encouraged. And then, in what manner does Hong Kong actually fuck you? In what manner does it? So we know that Hong Kong fucks you, but how do they do that?
Fucks you on the floor while listening to Avril Lavigne's triple platinum hit, "Let Me Go."
I'm not familiar with that track, but I'll have to give it a listen on my track.
I'm out of here.
Interview's over, guys. Interview's over. Now I'm going to listen to that on the way home so I can get familiar with it.
Alright, redeemed.
Yeah, exactly. In the manner in which Hong Kong fucks me.
On the floor.
And then I guess some like real questions or whatever. I saw in an interview that you did like pen and like ink drawing, and like what got you kind of into that sort of thing, and like what sort of things do you draw?
I draw really fucked up shit, honestly. A lot of beheadings. Those are really fun. Just like coloring it in with red. My red pen is like probably the greatest reward ever. What else do I draw? I'm not even fucking kidding. Whatever comes to mind. I used to consider myself an automatist. Great examples of automatism would be Jackson Pollock. Easily, like, right off the bat. I'll consider some psychedelic artists a tad bit automatistic, like Ralph Steadman, who's famous for doing a lot of Hunter S. Thompson's book covers, and his art in general, inside of this book.
It's very
I guess,
impactful stuff.
I don't know, drawing was my thing since I was a child. I haven't done it, besides doodling here and there, in like the last 5 years, I think, so.
Nice.
Yeah, it's been a while.
So you like drawing like a lot of shocking imagery, maybe impactful stuff?
Yeah, I blame anime for that. I watched it when I was too young.
Totally. What sort of anime did you like watching?
No, back in the day, it was the Sci-Fi Channel used to have marathons every Saturday and just play some fucked up shit that was not censored. I don't know why.
Super bloody.
So like 90s shit in general. Ghost in the Shell was essential. There was Demon City. There was a bunch of random big mecha ones that I just cannot remember the name of. It's like Gungayo. Bubblegum Crisis was a staple in my house. That one was great.
Nice.
Right off the top of my head. Akira, obviously.
Yeah,
one of those ones growing up.
Classic.
I watched. There's a few more that I just can't remember. I think Appleseed was on that list.
Do you think art inspired like you to get like tattoos and stuff like that, like just the imagery and stuff like that?
And that's the number one anime I used to watch back in the day was Crying Freeman. I don't know if you know what that is, but Crying Freeman was the most beautiful man and the most lethal assassin in the world. And the leader of, I think they're called the 88 Dragons. I might be wrong.
You have to watch it to find out.
Crying Freeman, he gets butt-ass naked, and he's covered in tattoos, and he'll kill you. And he fights you naked every time, and he cries every time he kills someone. It's gorgeous.
Christian's done that a few times at Hong Kong shows while he's playing drums.
Not that I'll admit to murder, but maybe.
Totally. Let's see. So where did you grow up exactly? Because I thought you grew up in TJ, but I don't know why I thought that. So like, where did you actually grow up?
I feel like I became an adult in TJ. But I moved to TJ, I think I was 20 something. I forget. Time has passed since then. But I grew up in a little town called Mira Mesa in San Diego, where Top Gun was filmed. I guess that's all I can give about that information. It was a pretty cool environment, I guess. It was heavily, what's the word I'm looking for here? It was just a lot of Asian gangs. It was wild as fuck back then.
Oh, nice. So it's like hectic.
Yeah, Asian Crib, I think, was Mira Mesa, I believe.
Oh, nice.
I mean, all the OGs of AC are fucking dead, so they kind of keep it going, but I think AC's just done.
The vibe's just been killed.
I believe it was either TEC or TOC, which I don't remember what it stands for. I think that was the Laotian gang that took them out. It's been a while, but Mira Mesa was known for a lot of street racing and Asian gangs at the time.
And then,
like any old place in the world, it's kind of become gentrified and it's become a better environment. So that's cool.
Yeah.
It's a lot more mellow now.
So why did you move down to TJ?
Prior to that, I was living in Los Angeles, specifically in NoHo, but that was pretty much the valley. It was like right next to Polytech High, for anyone who's familiar with that. And I split up with my partner at the time, and I lost my job, and had nothing going for me. My buddy at the time said, "Why don't you come to TJ, move here?" And I said, "Fuck it," and I did.
Nice. Do you have a dual citizenship, or are you just down there?
I'm an illegal alien in TJ. I was supposed to get married to my buddy Daigu, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna get married to Tommy Wilson instead. Because I'd rather have a Canadian citizenship.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. Canada's a little more exclusive, maybe.
Yeah, it's harder to just, be an illegal alien in Canada.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Mexico.
That's easy as fuck. So do you speak Spanish?
I speak horrible Spanglish.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, so you can kind of get by.
All my friends in TJ they speak English, they're bilingual, and they yell at me, they're like, oh, this is Mexico, you need to speak Spanish, and I'm like, alright, I'll try to learn, I'll talk to them in Spanish, and they'll be like, just say it in English, fool, and so it's like, it's a vicious cycle.
They're not happy either way.
Yeah.
They're like, get the fuck out of here.
Say it in English, dumbass, what the hell?
Yeah.
Whatever.
That's awesome. Let's see, what else? So when did you, start playing down in TJ? Because Hong Kong was originated in TJ, am I correct?
Yes. I think about 2015 or 16. So.
And you just got a group of guys down there together, and you guys just started playing, locally, or did you have to find the scene down there, or did you already know about a scene? And you just kind of wanted to.
I knew about a scene out there. When I first moved to TJ, the scene was still very, very active, and I was in love with it. I'd go to shows all the time. I think that was about 2014 or 15 when I first moved.
Nice.
And a little quick background. At that time in TJ, it was there wasn't a punk show it wasn't like a crush show or a specific hardcore show or this or that. It was you're a rocker or not. It was the mentality out there. So there was very diverse lineups at the time. Because of that, the shows were way more popping.
Oh, gotcha.
Way more popping and very exciting. It was awesome, man. I loved it. I fell in love with it. Quickly made a lot of friends in that music scene. Some of them had already known me from previous bands that was a power violence band. The power violence scene at the time in TJ was just one band was kind of carrying that torch at the time.
Oh, gotcha.
And they're called Pelican, and they were torchbearers. TJ hardcore scene in general at that time, they were ruling the shows. They and FMK, those two bands, every time it was fucking violent ass hockey shows.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that's
the first show I threw in TJ, I had Calafia Puta play it.
Oh, nice. So you were yes, I got the big guns to come play or whatever.
Yeah, that's great.
Or they're fairly easy.
And that was the first time they played in a while because their vocalist, Juan Carlos, was traveling at the time. It's kind of like Gandalf. It's just gone for a period of time, then he'll come back and it's joyous, and then all the punk rockers congregate again and go to the shows. But that band is kind of done, and since then, DJ's kind of divided into different genres, actions, and then just as people got older, there's more drama, so kind of got divided.
Every scene knows about that. Every scene knows about drama.
So instead of the usual just show, it was back in the day. Now it's now we have a shitty doom show this night, and then we have a fucking TV show this night, and there's a power violence show this night.
Yeah, totally.
We're on the same nights. Yeah. And now it's divided, and it's a lot less popping than it is.
Yeah, I feel when there's always that united front, it definitely leads to bigger shows and more unity and just a better scene.
There's just nothing like LA.
Oh my god, yeah, there's nothing like LA right now. I mean, you don't know about LA right now, you're missing out. Look up some punk shit up there.
The Bay Area is pretty great.
Oh, the Bay Area is also super sick. If you live up in the Bay Area and you don't know about that shit, then you're missing out.
Yeah.
And then you got any gnarly show stories? It can be either States or Mexico.
In particular, Mexico. Man, it's been a while, man. That's such a hard question. You know how many fucking shows I played?
Oh, yeah.
Oh my god.
You've been to too?
I can't. I seriously can't. That's so hard. I think the craziest show I ever played was when I used to be in this band called City Fucker, and we played a backyard show in Pacoima in me and the members, we played naked.
Yeah.
And it was just, like, that show got sold out, and that doesn't really exist for house shows.
No.
It went over capacity. It was just too insane, like almost on some Travis Scott kind of level without the trampling.
Oh, gotcha.
Like, everyone was packed like sardines. People were like crowd surfing out of trees. My drum set kept getting knocked over.
Oh my god, yeah.
Fights breaking out left and right. I think someone got a gun pulled on him. I think it was Chris Leahy from Tension got a gun pulled on him at that show. For me personally, that was like one of the craziest shows.
Totally.
So, yeah.
That's sick. Did the cops come at the end of the night? Did it get that gnarly?
There were cops, but they didn't get ruled on. But I remember like the helicopter light shining on me directly for a period of time.
You're like, Jesus.
Yeah, it was wild. I mean, in San Diego, we also threw a sewer show. That was wild in its own. Like,
was that recently?
Yeah. There was
recent.
fights breaking out left and right, and like, for me, that was like, man, I think I'm done throwing free shows after that because
it just got too
it attracts the wrong people. So it's like someone can't afford to pay at least $5 for a show. They're probably sketchy as fuck, and fights breaking out left and right, and there were so many cops at that show. Like, I can't even count how many cops there were on 2 hands and my feet. Like,
oh wow,
so many chicks there. So that was like the end of an era for me throwing
pop-ups.
Yeah,
totally. Yeah, not into it anymore.
Not anymore. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna fucking eat, and then we'll be right back.
Bare essentials of my rig setup is this goddamn amazing head, which is the Dark Glass Micro Tubes 900 version 2. And this is where I get my clank, so to speak, tone out of it. And also, like, my bass itself is just naturally clangy as well. But when it's not in its specific setting like that, that's what my bass sounds like, ball by itself. Now I use the bass head settings to bring it to this clank level.
What's this head called again?
It's a Micro Tube, Dark Glass Micro Tubes 900 version 2. So I run that. The reason why I'm not getting massive feedback out of that is my noise gate down here, which is called the Decimator 2 G string. And that's like basically the best noise gate you can get on the market that's not for like a rack. So with those two combined, I get this awesome tone. Now I'm running both of these pedals, well, all these pedals in general, into my KMA machine, Tyler Deluxe, which is where I get to really control the tones even more. So this knob right here, which says clean, that allows me to use this tone and layer it on top of these 2 distortion pedal rigs that I use here. I call them rigs, I don't know why. These 2 distortion pedals right here. And I can run all of them together. I'm going to turn them off using this pedal. So right now you're hearing just the clean of my bass and the head. And now we're going to combine it with this pedal right here. So now you have even more intense distortion. And now I'm going to add on this pedal right here. Which just adds more to the fucking insanity of.
And what are these called? And what are these called?
Feedback. I'm way too close to it. This is a Paradox defibrillator. That's a small company in TJ. They built these themselves. They hand make each one. This pedal was discontinued, but I believe they just brought it back and they had improved it. And the reason why they discontinued it is apparently it was just so difficult to make for them. And it's basically a distortion / fuzz combined in one with an overdrive on top of that, with a noise gate built into it, in addition to some kind of like weird pitch noise making thing. If I can demonstrate how that sounds. It does. Also, it's the distortion by itself is just nasty. It's like originally all I was recording with, and back in the day, was just this pedal. That's amazing if you want the most intense like distortion with clean stop, as you can see, all in one. But it's, you know, at the end of the day, it wasn't enough. So I wanted to go chainsaw and add this guy to the collection to combine these two tones. So just these two alone sound like this. Well, to be fair, those combined with a noise gate, because otherwise without the noise gate, we'd just be getting all that massive feedback from this guy. The only reason why I have it dialed up so high is because I'm like standing right next to the amp, so I'm getting so much feedback. So all those, that's just these two together. So now I can have the clean using this knob right here on the KMA machine from my head.